Look at this. I'm finally done. Check out my work. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, I do plan on doing something to my car or my van, doing a little bit of work. But first, I gotta clear the back. But as of right now, before I clear the back, I told myself I'm gonna pick up a couple more things, and then I'm just gonna pick up some things, and I'm gonna see what I'll do with it. But here I am. I just got here. Let's see. Hey, what's up? So, this stuff for free? Yeah. Holy crap, all right. I can grab whatever I want?
Yeah.
Does these work?
I don't think, I'm not sure.
Well, you just clearing out the place
They
or
turn
something?
on, but I'm not sure if they work. We don't have lines for them or nothing, so.
All this stuff is for free. Alright, so I got all of this stuff that I saw at that place stuffed back here. So now I practically have a full load. My plan was to, here's the news. I have been van lifing since November. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I've been doing it for about 9 months now, and it's been good. I did run into some crazy situations that are taken care of now. As if you know, you know. Other than that, go back to my old couple, my last few videos, and I'll mention it or whatever. But yeah. Now that said, with all that said, my goal was to at first was to adjust to this, and when I'm in St. Louis, collect a bunch of scrap or collect a bunch of items that do work and either flip it, refurbish it, flip it, or just simply scrap it. So, and this was my first load. I told myself the gas that I put in here was an investment, so I went around and picked up. Every time I found something to pick up, I drove to it. And one of the days that I went doing that was a complete bust. So I'm pretty sure I wasted about a nice chunk of gas, probably a quarter or more of tank of gas, just doing that distance for that whole day of traveling. I'm pretty sure I drove for about 4 to 8 hours. So, but this is still money, and I still have to adjust with it. So I still have to break stuff down, collect stuff. But right now, I think I've collected enough to just simply take it to the junkyard. But before I take it to the junkyard, I gotta take pieces off that I collect, and then those things are money in the further future. But the big parts of it, they simply just go to the junkyard, and I'm hoping I got a little bit of something that can just basically get reinvested back into my eBay or reinvested into my Robinhood account or my stocks, and all that stuff. Or I could just simply use it for myself. Which brings me to my new point. I will soon be returning back to a full-time job, and sometime in the middle of July. And I made that decision because, I basically need to save some more money. I'm started to run my money I've been surviving on, and the money I've been making. It's been good, but it started just in the last couple months. Started kind of getting weird a little bit. Not well. Oh shoot! It basically I need to save up enough more money. So when I went on these trips recently, I went to Indiana, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Illinois, those places. And I went and came back, and I realized how much gas that was costing and how much money I was putting into it and whatever. And I needed to make a little bit more money than doing that. But those were still worth it though. So, and also gas prices went up ridiculous, and that took a chunk out. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out a way to make some more of that money back. So I decided to get a full-time job again, and I'll be working it until further notice. My idea is to work a full-time job until, let's see. I'll work a full-time job until when it gets cold again. So I'll say around November, December-ish, and then I'll go back into a full van life, and then I'll just, do whatever after that. But the plan is to get a job, keep it, and make some money. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm also still going to be van lifing because the job I'm going to be working at, it's what I usually have done, but I'm not going to give it up here yet. I'm going to wait till when I actually start, because I got a plan around that. But anyways, the job is a bit of ways, and I decided, well, I don't want to really give up on my van life, and I also don't want to waste gas traveling back and forth. And since I am van lifing, I can actually stay by my job for a couple days. So my plan is to go to work for these certain consecutive days in a row and stay in that area so I won't waste gas, because the trip is about 40 to 50 minutes one way. So two ways, that's a whole, like, that's an hour and 20 minutes. So instead of doing that every day, I'm just going to simply stay out there for a couple days. And then on my consecutive off days, that's when I'll come back to do work on the van, or I'll take those 3 days to take advantage to go somewhere, go out of town, van life somewhere, go see some new stuff. Or yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much the situation. I am going back to work. That is the news. Until then, I got a few weeks before I start work again. So I'm just going to go ahead and break this down. And yeah, break it down and get it ready to go to the junkyard tomorrow, because today is Sunday. And I want to. Oh yeah. Also, wait. Nah, this is coming way after the fact. It don't matter. But it is Sunday, so I gotta wait till tomorrow to junk it. So my goal is to pretty much break it down as much as I possibly can, and then I can, just simply take it up there to junk it. And once I clear the back of this, then I'll start to do my real treatment, like the rest treatment. Because after this is emptied, I'm not filling it up again. I'm gonna have to get a whole nother vehicle for scrapping if I want to continue this thing. So yeah, but let's get to it. I had got a sale on my eBay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the scrap yard first and then remove everything from the back of the van, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop this package off. Starting to rain. Oh shit. Anybody can help me? Hey. Nolan, Nolan. This is my first time coming through. Shawn, Shawn.
Hey, what you got today?
Stuff, just random shit, nothing specific.
Take this ticket, head down to the open gate in the middle of that green fenced-in lot where that orange cone is on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You pull in there and unload it, big giant pile. That's by the green crane. After you get unloaded, come back here and weigh out.
All right, gotcha. Thanks. shit, man. All right. Now all I do is go back over to that door. Oh, I go back to the relay. Okay. Okay, I got you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good luck on that scooter. Got all that clear finally. I can't believe my van's starting to look a little bit better. Time for the reweigh. Thank you. And then I just... All right, thank you. Hey. Well, we'll count the dough. So I finally scrapped all this shit in my car, and let's see. I still basically got a little bit less than half a tank. Let's check. Oh shit, I got just above a quarter tank. And so far I've made this. I made $20, $30, $30, $33 off that whole load. I mean, that's not bad, I guess, but it's definitely not good. Like, this is definitely some good extra cash. And I mean, I feel like if I would have went further into it, I could have got more money. But you know what, and I did kind of stretch it out, because I did pull some certain metals from all those scrap items, so I still got more money in the background. But this is just what I made from that load as of scrapping everything else that I didn't feel like I needed anymore. So $33, that's not bad. Now I'll just simply put this money into my investments, and that's it. That's where this extra money goes, especially now that I got a full-time job. I don't gotta use that money anymore. I can now have that money becoming my savings account once again. While I work full-time and earn that money, this extra money can just simply go into my savings, which is my interest. So trying to, basically, I was on a money crunch. I was trying to figure out ways to earn money before I went back to a full-time job. Then I got a full-time job. They finally called me out of nowhere, so I accepted it, and I just got rid of this stuff. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna be starting on my van build now. So now, well, let's get back to the parking spot. I got more to do today before the build starts. All right, now it's clear. So hopefully now the build shall begin. But what should I work on first? After doing that truck stuff, I had to stop and get some food. Today is errand day. It's crunch time, and I had the crunch time, lunchtime. Holy crap, it's so hot. I got this tool, and I'm about to go ahead and start getting to this van. I got to just go ahead and do something. I got to put tool to van, belt to ass, if you get that. But all right, let's try to do this. I got 4 of these on, you know, one on each tire. I gotta go ahead and pry them off, and I got this little pry tool, and I really hope this works. Hey, as you can see, I popped it off. This thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lugs. God damn. And my goal is to get in there and scrub as much as possible, do some rust treatment, and yeah, let me go ahead and get the rest of them off. see, look at this. So I can't really get to that tire because of this fucking tree. So I gotta move the van a little bit backwards, I guess. Right, next, I gotta go ahead and clear out everything back here. This is no longer gonna have anything inside of it anymore. So, yeah. All right, with all that blowing of the dust and everything, I think now what I'm gonna do is, let's see. I already looked at the rims, so I know the rust treatment deal I gotta do with them. So pretty much I just gotta figure out the rust treatment deal. I think of this what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the tools I need for the rust treatment out of my mom's house.
Oh, shoot. I've never been a fan of Filoni's vision, live action or animated. Fair enough. She's gorgeous. Plus, the one like fan pictures, more interested in his own characters.
All right, let's see. I got my angle grinder. I gotta swap the blade. What is this? Drum sander kit. Final stripping pads. Multi-surface sanding blocks. Grinder blade. Grinder guard. Paint I'll be using for. I'm assuming I'll be using for the rim. Crimped wire cup and wheel brush set. I've used one so far. Brush dissolver. What is this? I have underwear here. Alright, after having all this stuff, I cannot find my face mask. So, but I'm still trying to do what I can. I think I'm going to go ahead and work on the rims on the outside. Give me a little bit of practice with this rust stuff so it'll make the inside better. But check this out. Alright. So yeah, that's all I got for my rust treatment. About to go ahead and hit the rims. Yeah, so it's completely blank in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rust treatment on these. So, man, this is crazy, but I gotta get in there super deep. I'm trying to get in there as deep as possible. And I'm gonna start one wheel at a time. And then once I perfect one wheel, then I'm gonna go to the others. Like, that is crazy rust. Realize something right there is missing. Like, whatever this is missing on this other rim. I'm gonna check the others. That one's there. It might be. Oh, so the back two are gone. I don't know what those are. So I'm about to go ahead and start on these rims, and I was looking, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna take them off to paint them or anything. I'm just gonna leave them on. Even if I paint the wheels, I mean, I don't really want to tape it because these wheels gotta go. I gotta change that shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this wheel, and am I de-rusted? prime it, paint it, and no, I'm not going to cover the outside of the wheel and to save the paint from getting on the wheels because they all look shitty. I'm just going to get 4 new tires anyway. So I'm just, main goal, only goal, objective, paint this black, derust and paint black and get some practice in so I can do the cargo part. Damn, oh yeah, wait. Definitely when you're doing an angle grinder, you're gonna need some goggles. Almost forgot about these. You don't want to use an angle grinder on the rim. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to see what I can do with my sandpaper. All right, I'm gonna go a little softer this time. I got the drill, and then I got these what do you call it? Drum sander kit, and these little sander brush wheels. And I got my drill. Gonna take that out. Let's see what I can get with this. Oh yeah, that's fucking working. As you can see, let me see right here. Actually, you probably can't see much. Let me get you back here. So I just scrubbed a little bit and it turned white. So it was this color yellow and now it went white. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it with this real quick. So this is basically done. As you can see, it looks way different, way less rustic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the other 3 and then I'll get back to the video. I'm just gonna speed run through them. Drill died. All right, so my drill battery died, so I had to put it on the power station. And so while that's charging, what I decided to do is, since I did this one wheel right here, I'm gonna go ahead and, even though that middle part still needs a little bit of de-rusting, it's not too bad to me. I'm gonna leave that one like that just because I want to rush my painting process to see how it looks, so I know exactly what I'm doing on the other 3. But you can still see the difference of how much I de-rusted it. Like, look at that versus the undone. Time for the second layer. Alright, I'm taking a quick run up to Menards. I got to return an oil filter that I had bought for my car because I did a recent oil change. But I'm going to return it. But since I'm up there as well, I thought I'll go ahead and take a look at these angle grinder blades or grinders, because someone commented on one of my shorts or videos about a certain type of grinder to use on my metal in case so it won't like fully like grind away my metal, rather than just simply help me, I guess, softly scrape away the rust, but strong enough to scrape away the rust, but soft enough, I guess, to prevent it from taking chunks out the metal. I don't know, but we'll see when I get up there. Alright, and I think I got it. This is the thing that the dude recommended me I get from the comment. I'll put the picture of the comment he recommended, and I do appreciate it, because at first I was just going to use like these grinders. I was just gonna use those and fucking chip away paint or chip away chunks of metal, but I could just get these. Yeah, but I don't know which one to exactly get. This is coarse and this is extra coarse, so I'm just gonna get both of them. All right. What happened is it rained yesterday, so after I got done doing that one tire, it started raining. So I'm glad I got the practice sand for that one tire, but I then went to Menards and I grabbed like some sponge scrapers for the paint and stuff for the future work. Thanks to it will work. Anyways, but yeah, so, and today it's supposed to rain again too. So I basically got like a couple of hours to do the rest of my rims, and I really want to get it done because this is my last day. I have to get it done before I got to go back to work the next 4 days. So yeah, we're just gonna power through it. Let's go. And I broke my tripod, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to film the actual process or do I just want to skip past it and show you guys that it's done. Because I've already filmed the first part of the process, which is doing that one tire, which is me learning and knowing what I'm doing. And then I kind of wanted to film, me doing it again, but more comfortable this time. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Raining again. It's keep coming down spotty, and it's supposed to rain all day. And I really want to get this done. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just start at least getting the rust off. It is raining crazy, and I'm still trying to do this. You can even see that the rim is a little wet. So I can spray paint now. And it's finished like that. Yeah, it looked good. And look at this, I'm finally done. Check out my work. I just rinsed them off too with the water hose. So, yeah. I started on this, but I ran out of paint. That'll be on my next video. Yeah, look at these. They just all black just looks good, even if it's on an all-white van. But yeah, look at that. That is crazy. The beginning. Can't wait till I do that all black. I'm also gonna do the back bumper all black. This is practice once again. Let's see. But yeah, finished product right there. So my plan is get a color. I want it to be like a matte green, black trim with maybe a little design somewhere in there. and then, you know, keep the bumpers all black, and then eventually do the undercarriage all black. And I'm thinking about painting the roof all black as well, because I'm gonna have solars on there and I want them to absorb as much power as possible. And I'm gonna be wrapping the video here. This video is going too long, and my goal is to post 2 times a month. No specific day, but at least 2 videos out a month at this time. But this was just the beginning. This was the beginning, me painting my my rims, getting them all black, you know, making sure, because that just makes me feel good. And this is a start on the conversion. So basically, welcome to the first episode of the Ford E250 van conversion. Yeah, and I plan on moving in here as soon as possible. But until then, I'm still gonna be sitting in the black Equinox, my mini camper. Be posting at least 2 times a month on full-length videos, and then in between and around that surrounding, I'll be posting shorts about the progress. But yeah, but basically from now on, any video that's on the main page, like a full-length video, those are always is going to be about this van until this series is done. And with the shorts, I'm going to try to at least do the same thing. I'm going to pretty much make shorts of the progress, you know, but for bite-sized audiences, for the people who like bite-sized content, and then I'm going to make the full content. So basically, when you see the short, things are going to go extremely fast. Like I'll show less of what I'm physically doing to get things done on my shorts, and I'll put a lot of that information inside the full video. So yeah, so if you want to see the full details of exactly my process of how I'm doing this thing, you know, consider subscribing, liking, commenting. Mostly consider subscribing just to join along with this journey. So yeah, this is it. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. I got my rims blacked out. I think the next video most likely is, since this was the practice for my rust treatment, I treated this rust, I put the stuff on there. Now I feel like I'm ready to go inside. So pretty much next video is going to be me working on the inside. Yeah, so yeah, it's cleared out right now. There's nothing in it. Walls, everything's still clean. All I have to do is pretty much start the rust treatment on the floor. So I'm gonna yank this mat out, and then I'm just gonna tackle the rust treatment. I got the grinder, and also to end this video, before I fully end it, I did get a suggestion from a commenter and a new subscriber. And hey, if you want to subscribe to his channel, it looks like he does car work, but he suggested I get these paint and rust removers, these little sponge looking things. He suggested that I go in and look for these and get them, because they're gonna help me with the paint, and thank him later, which I'm already thinking of now, because I already got a feeling what I kind of want to start on with this, just for a little practice run to see how it works for me. But that'll all be in the next video. So like I said, consider subscribing. I appreciate you guys joining along the journey and watch me finish converting this Ford F-250 to my new camper, my new home, van life home. Peace out, y'all. Finished right before the rain came again, and this is gonna be for the rest of the day. Rain.